I am honest. My body has enough energy to help me go through this day. This day loves me and supports me. I am safe. I am free of any worries. Today I welcome beauty, and beauty welcomes me. I choose to forgive myself for yesterday's mistakes. It's a new wonderful day. All my wishes and needs are met immediately. Every positive and useful thing comes to me today. Each moment of this day will bring.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Let's kick it off. All right. Okay, so let's start off. Cool. So with this trade, we were previously looking at this one, but we're not watching this one anymore. Simply because I had a couple of entries. We can see the 50%, we can see the 80% here, and then the stop loss here. So for us, stop loss is hit, but it still maintained the higher time frame structure. So fair enough, this area did not work, but structure is still being maintained. And for us, we had this low and price pushed in this new low. So this is what's holding the bearishness right now. So we will need that to break, which is where I've got my alert. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this one. And delete this one because this one is just order flow. Okay, once we break that, and then potentially we can look for that retracement to tap into this area here, this accumulation area here, to potentially go ahead and take it higher. And this accumulation is still happening within this extreme here that's maintaining higher time frame structure. So that's not nothing until we go ahead and we break this high. So we can still see the bearishness within this. For example, we've got this that pushed in this new low, and then we've got this that pushed in this new low. So we really need to get a break. Then we go ahead, take the test entry to go up higher. Cool. So that's that. AJ, nothing much on AJ for me personally. Just so we had this high, we made a new high. So this is what was holding structure. Then this high, we pushed in this new high. So this is what's holding structure now, up until we came and then we broke it. So this actually is intraday. Okay, because lower time frame was this one here. And then right now, price, we're coming back up into this area here. For me, I want to be watching what happens when we get into this redistro, because this was the cause. This was the cause of the break. Okay, this is where they've restacked some sell entries, and then boom, we can see the effect coming into it, and then we broke the structure. Now we're coming back up into it as a retracement. So I want to know and I want to see what's happening. As you can see, we're a couple ways away. So maybe maybe definitely this week, because this week we've also got some news as well. So tonight we've got some news. I'm not sure how much that's gonna move it, because it's low impact. But if we look at throughout the week, So Wednesday, no AUD news, except from in the morning. And then let's move on to Thursday. Thursday, again, just some in the morning. Yeah. And then throughout, we also have JPY move. So we can see some movement. We can expect some movement to occur, especially around this slingshot area that caused the break. So we'll have to wait and see what it's going to do. So I'm going to refocus on this later on. AUD USD. So okay, cool. Right. So we tapped into those weekly supply over here, and then price pushed in a break of structure. This was the low, so this was what was holding the high. Overall, then we made a retracement, came back up into it, and then we pushed in a new low. And then right now we have pushed in another new low as well. So depending on how things go, so maybe today during New York, if we can get some lower time frame distribution and just work in the order flow, this could be something. Or overall, we could be looking for price to break this. Okay, break this bullish order flow, give us that retracement into this last push down here, where we could be looking for an accumulation. If this distro doesn't work, we could be looking for an accumulation in here. Okay, and then just work the order flow. And this one would be a hedge to come down into this sell area here. Okay, into this distribution that caused the low. So a couple of ways we're gonna be playing it. We just need to find out what it wants to do. So for now, I'm just gonna leave it and I'm gonna focus on other better ones. Having said that as well, the reason why I'll be looking for a sell here is because if you can look at this area, I believe might be the 5 hour. Yeah. So we can see this is that slingshot of this leg here that caused the break. Okay, this is that last push up and then price came back down, and then we can see price tapped into it and then gave us a new low as well. So we can be looking for that distribution coming out of this area. But we'll just have to wait and see. CAD-J. Okay, CAD-J personally nothing. So the only area I've got is I've got this area here marked up, this weekly candle, which is also the one that's holding intraday structure. So right now again, not really liking this price action. All we have is we have a low time frame break of structure. So this price still want to come down. This way I would look for an accumulation. If price wants to go and go above this high here, make a new high, then I'll just catch the reaccumulation to go up. The higher low to just go up. Other than that, nothing much. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to bother with this even order flow here because this is just a retracement. For all we know, this is just doing this, doing this, doing this. But as soon as it taps into supply, well, which is somewhere here, just draw it cleaner. Yeah. So price could do this, do this, do this, and then you could give you an entry in here. Okay, and you can take it, and price could tap into supply here, and then just come down and push in a new low, and your break even would get hit. Okay. Um, if anyone wants to kind of take an entry off this one, for me personally, I'll need to wait until we get this taken out. Okay. Once when we get this taken out, then I would entertain this area here to go and make something like that. Yeah. Let's check the. If you're gonna go off, if you're gonna go off 50%, that's about 15, 16 pips. To make a new high, it's about 13 to 1. After 18%, it's about 8 pips. Nearly a 30 to 1. So RNR is there. I'm gonna try to look for confluence because I like the 2-hour candle actually. 12-hour candle is great. Not only that, if we look at this is the 8 o'clock candle, so that for me is the London Open price. That's where London Open. So this is where the volume came in. I like the fact that we have been balancing between that. So let's do it properly. So this is a 2-hour candle. That's most volume. Yeah, so for me it's that one 120. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to go back in here, go into the lower time frames, and we'll see. Okay, so I think that's 60, 90. Okay. See if there's any confluence with this one. No, no, just a little bit off. A little bit off. Okay, I had that 59 one. 61. Okay, I'll keep on the 59. Okay, and we can also see the accumulation that's sitting in here as well. We can see the compression. We can see the sellers climax, the second test, and then this ultimately the spring that went and caused a boost. Accumulation in here. Maybe we'll go with 45 minutes. Okay, we'll leave it there then. So we can see this is the this is the 120 minutes open plus this is the 100. No, sorry, this is the 45 minutes open plus 120 minutes, 50%. Okay, and then we have imbalance in there. and that 50% would cover up the imbalance. Okay, now I'm just going to try find if there is any confluence with that. 80%. A little reaccumulation going on. Okay, cool. I guess this is something that we can just go ahead and split the entry then. 90. No. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Okay. Again, as I said, this is only going to be significant once when we go ahead and we break this high. If we don't break that high, then we ain't got nothing. Because right now, what's holding bullishness is this. This is what's holding bullishness. So, yeah, we'll wait on that then. Take a screenshot. Cool. Some catch it. Alright, let's go over DXY then. Cool. DXY, I'm going to stay on the high time frame. Okay, so we can see. Okay, cool. We can see there was price tapped in about 80% of this retracement here of this leg after breaking order flow. We did not break structure, we just broke order flow. So price tapped in 80%, gave us that nice reaction. Again, I've got an alert here for lower time frame break of structure because after tapping into this, really want to be seeing that lower time frame break of structure to come take out this accumulation and then take out this break of structure bit to the downside here. That's what I really want to be seeing on the lower time frame. You can see the drop, and like on the maybe 5 minutes or so, you can see the break of order flow. For example, this was this high, price pushed in a new high. So this is what was holding order flow. We broke it. So right now we could be coming up, tap into supply here, distribute, and then go down. But I'm gonna stay on the high time frame, and then I'm gonna wait for this break of structure here to be broken. Yeah, nothing much to it. So that's that. For me, we're gonna be bullish when we break this break of structure here. Okay, so because right now this is what's holding. This is what's holding, or I should say, this is what's holding the structure. This area here. And then but we're going to be back to bullish because this accumulation punched in a new high, so up here, and then we could be looking for that to come back up into this area, for example. So that's that. EJ. Okay, so EJ, I think this was in the 8 hours. Okay, cool. So price tapped into this reaccumulation here, and then we've got a nice jump to it. And then right now price is kind of coming into it, so I would entertain it. Only if we can get some clean accumulation here. If we can, perfect. If we can't, then maybe price wants to come down into the 80% of it. Right now, this is still what's holding bearishness. We broke this, so this was still holding a bearishness. So it's only going to be low risk, and it's only going to be if we have a lower time frame accumulation. So EJ is still on the side for me, nothing crazy. EU. So I guess with DXY going up, EU is just going down right now. So again, we punched in that new low. This is what's holding that structure. I got my distribution box here ready, so when price would be coming back up, we could be looking for distribution to sell down. And then right now we've got this. So now I want to know if price wants to maintain that low or not, because we do have booth. Okay, we have a break of order flow, and then there's this accumulation on the lower time frame. Yep, so this was NFP. This candle here was NFP. And we can see the consolidation, and we can see the loss push down before price coming back up, break of order flow, and then once again here, break of order flow right here. So does price want to just come down, mitigate? Don't know. Now I wonder, because this is NFP, I wonder if we can find a candle or whether it's just going to be a wick because of volume and how fast it was. Yeah, just a wick, which I think is the same on GU as well. Oh, this is where price is right now, so we'll just have to wait and see. Set your alert if it's something that you're looking at. Trying to find the cleanest one. No. Okay, we'll leave it on the high time for now anyway. Let's see what happens. Okay, but I'm not, for me, I've got GU, that's, we can go over that in a second, but for me, I think GU is much cleaner than EU, so looking at that. Okay, cool. Yeah, GA, so GA punched in a new high, so this is what's holding that. So this was the previous high. So this low here is what's maintaining intraday. And we can see there's that 358 candle right in here. Nice. We did tap about 50% into it. But this will be the extreme of that leg anyway. So I am looking at the 80% of it now, which has 11 and 19, 50% confluence. And then we have the 3 hour 80% as well. Overall, that's about a 14 and a half stop loss. So not bad. I already have the limit sitting in there. Now I'm just kind of watching how price is behaving coming into it. So this is our bullish order flow here. So this was that low. I'm now gonna wait and see. Okay, so technically this accumulation in here did not give us a lower time frame new high. Came in, tapped into previous supply that caused this break of structure, and then we sold off heavily. So I'm gonna wait and see if we maintain this lower time frame here. If we don't, then again we're back to bearish. But this for me is just a retracement, simply a retracement, because we can come here, push in low, pushed in a lower high, a lower low, okay, and then come back in here, accumulate, and then break order flow again, and then go make a new high. So this would then be the extreme, and then we'll just repeat the same thing, something like that. So that's my first point of interest. That's my first point of interest. And when that breaks, then I'm going to be looking for the high time frame, which I think would be here. So this whole leg. So if we break that, that's cool. I'm going to be coming down into here. Cool. Let's look at GJ. Okay, GJ waiting, same thing. We did tap into that bullish SC, but we're just in between now. Okay, we've got somewhat like this trend going on right now. Okay, so many rejections of this trend line. So I'm not gonna be caught in the middle of it. I'm just gonna wait. I have this area here waiting on the 3-day. Okay. So I have this area here waiting on the 3-day, which is what I'm gonna be waiting on. I already have a limit sitting in there for price to come up and make a new high. So I'm not gonna be caught up in the middle of it. You know, there's somewhat like a hedge, wedge going on right now. Got this, and we've got that, some nonsense. So I'm gonna leave it, let it do what it needs to do, and then that's it. Okay. So for me, I'm gonna delete. Okay, when price come up here, like for example, if price does something like this and then somehow manages to come and break structure, then I'm gonna delete this area. This area is not valid for me anymore. If, however, it would stay valid as long as we don't break that, and we can do this, we can do this, we can do whatever, come down into here, then that's fine. That's the only two ways I'm going to interfere with this. GBP ends at D. Cool. Okay, so that one, so pay attention how this one broke structure, but GA hasn't yet, so could be telling us something. Okay, so now we pushed in this new low, so this is what's holding bullishness, sorry, bearishness. Once when we go above, we'll be bullish. Bullish order flow. Okay. Same thing like GA here. I'm looking at this. I'm looking for price to come into this area here. This is the last point that's holding. So we had this high, we punched in a new high. This is what created that new high. So I'm gonna be waiting for price to come down into the area. That's a good 300 pips. So if we could get a retracement back up into this area here, we can catch like a lower time frame sell to go down as a hedge. But we'll see. Okay, so GU, right, interesting. So yeah, so GU above the SU of the, okay, cool. So now what happened was we punched in this new low and then we had a good reaction, and then we have got bullish order flow again. Okay, because this accumulation punched in this bullish order flow, we can be looking for that. So I'm going to be looking for, what's this, crossing that. So GU into accumulation on lower time frame, look for buys. Right, so this is where I'm gonna, so I've got the 136 candle, really nice. And then some, and then somewhere in here, look for the accumulation. Okay, this is gonna be like the slingshot, this whole area here. Let me see if I can find like a much better one. Mm. Okay, no, we can't. I'm gonna come back to the 1 hour. The only reason I'm not looking at this one here, okay, is because this is Asian. This is all Asian price action, which means London. We should be taking, we should be taking that Asian low here. So and then right here I've got what's it this one? Okay, so this one is the 8 o'clock candle. So we'll see how that goes. Um, and there is like a nice candle sitting in here. Wow, because there's that candle, but that's at 6 p.m. my time. Let's see. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna leave it to do whatever it needs to do. For me, again, if we go below this, this is much better for me to take an entry because number one, this is a discount price. Number two, we'll be buying below the weekly open. This is where the week open, so we'll be buying below the weekly open. And then if we can close the trade above the weekly open, we're buying below the weekly open and we're closing the trade above. So that's good for us. Cool. Just gonna take a screenshot of that. Cool. There's no limit or nothing yet. It will just be watching lower time frame. Just watching lower time frame. First target would be something like here, but then ultimately we could be looking to make a new high. Cool. Put that in the watch list as well. Okay, that's GU and the decad. So I was looking much lower. I was looking into a high time frame, but we did have a structure break right here, and here as well. And then price came in, accumulated, and then jumped off. So for me, I'm gonna wait. I think we might get it soon. I'm gonna wait for when price go above, and then we'll look at the retracement into it. Nothing much I can do. So leaving it. NJ. Okay, so with AJ, we wanted the high to be broken. NJ, we've got that. Yeah, NJ, we've got that. So okay, come up to the high time frame. Right, so with this retracement here, we've got this bullish order flow that kicked in, which means this is what's holding the order flow. The order flow in here. Now, okay, so Okay, so this we can see this is the SC right now. This is the SC that caused this break, this area here. So price did tap into SC. We'll see if he wants to come back down, and then for us, that thing run at that 6 hour. $58. For the 6 hour for now. So if price wants to come back into this area, we accumulate in here. I'll be looking to take it up higher like that because we're still following structure. Accumulation. In here somewhere. So that's what I'll be waiting on. Yep. Just eyeballing in maybe about 50%. Yeah, the RNR is there just to make a new high. It's there, so there's something that we can focus on. And you, because NU punched in that new high as well, and we've got that creep. So NU is similar to AU. I am just leaving it for now. Just want to see what it wants to do. On the area I've got here is that distro. If we do now, because we made this new high, if price wants to come back and then we see a nice accumulation, we could look to take it up higher into that distro as a hedge. But that's later on. I'm going to focus on that. UCAD, again, just leaving it aside. Nothing much that I want to do with it. So I've got this area here marked up to 6 minutes. So this is where I'm gonna be looking for it to get into. Other than that, nothing else. UJ. So this is the only area I was looking at as the extreme. Dude, that pushed in that leg here. But it seems like we're ways away. And we need to have a break of structure first. You can see this nice clear trend line. We need to have a break of structure to the downside first. So that's leaving that side. USD chef, I don't trade that. In terms of indices, I'm not going to bother with the indices right now. It's too early. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So what we've got, so just for today, we've got this NJ, which is good. This GU as well, because that both NJ and GU give us that bullish order flow. CAD-J, we just need to wait for that order flow, and then we can look into it. So that's it. I'll put that in the chat, and then we can follow up with it tomorrow and see what's happening.